Pranab Mukherjee, the former president of India, has died. He was in hospital in a deep coma. He went into septic shock earlier on in the day. For the last several days, he was in a deep coma after there was a brain surgery which he underwent at the Army's R&R hospital here in New Delhi for a clot which had formed, after which he had fallen down. And he was also somebody who very sadly had COVID as well. But this morning, a septic shock was officially described as his condition, and he's passed away, something that his son mentioned a little while earlier on in a tweet. The senior leader, P. Chidambaram, with us on the phone line. Thank you, sir, very much for being with us. There would have been so many moments, memorable occasions with Pranab Mukherjee. Could you share with us one or two of your memories of the man?
Well, there are many memories, some sweet, some bitter, from a political angle. I worked with him very closely between 2004 and 2014, when I was finance minister and then moved for 3 years to the Home Ministry. During this period, he held a variety of portfolios: defense, external affairs, finance, and so on. We worked very closely in the groups of ministers. I was always struck by his phenomenal memory, his ability to grasp tricky issues very quickly, go to the bottom, go to the root of the problem, and then look for solutions. Although there was a considerable difference of age between him and I was much junior to him in politics, he always valued opinions of others, including the junior-most or youngest person present in the meeting. So I was impressed by his versatility, his adaptability, his resilience. That, I think, marked the man throughout his career. Versatility, adaptability, and resilience.
And you mentioned also that there were some trying moments as well. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
So, for example, in 1991, he expected to be inducted into the Narasimha Rao cabinet. I was sitting across his table in his office, and then the list was published and he was not there. He didn't get the call. He was as surprised, and I was even more surprised. I've still not solved the mystery why Mr. Narasimha Rao did not include him in his cabinet. But later on, Mr. Narasimha Rao was obliged to induct him into various portfolios. I think he began as Deputy Chairman Planning Commission and then moved on to Commerce and to other portfolios. That one moment was a poignant moment when there was complete surprise on my face and complete what shall I say? He was completely stupefied. He had no clue why, after he had put in long hours of work in the election campaign, he was not inducted.
And Mr. Chidambaram, he was also somebody who was liked a great deal by various political leaders across party lines. There was the occasion not too far back when he visited the headquarters of the RSS as well, something many in the Congress would have looked at, if not with suspicion, but certainly with curiosity. But that really was the man. I mean, he had political leaders across the board, and he wasn't afraid of meeting anybody he wanted.
He had friends across the aisle. He had friends in every party. And he maintained those friendships through good times and bad times. But as I said, that is his adaptability and resilience. See, when he visited the RSS headquarters, as a congressman, I was disappointed. But let's remember, technically, he had ceased to be president. And when he became president, he had technically left politics. So when he visited the RSS headquarters, he was not a congressman. He was a former congressman. and he was a non-political person. Although I would not have done it, I would not have advised him to do it if he had consulted me.
Yeah.
Technically, I don't think you can find fault with him for the curiosity he showed to visit RSS headquarters to find out what the RSS was about.
Yeah. There was also that period when there was a lot of discomfiture within the Congress party after the assassination of Mrs. Gandhi. Could you tell us a little bit about that period when there were certain remarks which he made which were not seen very favorably by the Congress leadership?
Speak a little louder?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Very faintly.
Could you tell me a little bit about that period after the
go
assassination
ahead.
of Mrs. Gandhi, when there was a period of discomfiture within the Congress party on certain remarks made by Pranab Mukherjee?
Which remarks are you referring to?
When I think he mentioned that after Indira Gandhi, he was very much next in line.
Oh, those were very old issues. In fact, that was only a rumor. No actor present on the flight back from Kolkata to Delhi, no actor present in Rashtrapati Bhavan or elsewhere, including Mr. P.C. Alexander or Mr. Rajiv Gandhi. No one has confirmed that he ever expressed his desire or expressed his rightful claim to be Prime Minister after Indira Ji's assassination. It was a rumor. But please remember, he worked loyally for all governments subsequently. He never became Prime Minister.
Yes.
But he worked loyally with every Prime Minister who succeeded Indira Gandhi.